Hello, my name is Nils Ruf. I'm an architect from the Berlin-based architecture office, Die Baupiloten Architektur. I'm just shortly introducing our office, then talking shortly about our method, working with participatory strategies, communicating with atmosphere, and then showing some projects, how we realize these ideas and how to apply our methods. So we are around 10 architects in our office, sometimes more depending on the project. Our office is led by Susanne Hofmann. Here, yes, this is Susanne. We founded 2002 at the Technical University. So I was a student then, and there was a design studio about building for children. I was interested and met then Susanne. We did a design studio about a school, and then we had surprisingly some money and could build the project, and so we founded the Baupiloten. So it was a project in cooperation with the university, working students there, but since 1.5 years we are running it as a normal company, a normal office. Okay, what we are doing is, to the projects, we are doing mostly educational and housing projects, all developed through participatory strategies. A lot of kindergartens, some schools, student housing, smaller projects, bigger projects. Why participation? In democratic societies, emancipated people, they judge the quality of the living environment and their involvement in its design, and it's becoming more and more important. The people not only want transparency about the process, they want not to be only informed, they want really to participate. They want to be a part of the projects. Shortly about participation. Participation. However, doing these participatory processes, we are faced with different questions in our daily work. One, what does participation mean for architecture? What can participation do for identification with the built environment? Does participation make construction expensive or effective, complicated or sustainable? And how do built spaces emerge from the desires of the users? And what does participation mean for architects' understanding of their professional role? And maybe does participation save time or money? Depending on the ages, the social and cultural backgrounds, we develop individual models of participation. The essential components are conceptual and artistic stimuli. And now how we do it, how do we communicate with the people who are involved in the projects, how to communicate with non-architects, children, teachers, students. We use atmosphere as our main tool. Atmosphere as the basic element we use when we're walking. Here with kids in the age between, the youngest was 6, the oldest were 13. It's important because architects, we communicate with plans or sections or something and describe space like that, maybe technically. But to communicate with non-architects, the atmosphere is a possibility to find out the desires and the wishes and the needs, what they need, what kind of space do they need, what quality of space do they need. And in the presentations we try to find these hidden wantings, what they need, and the different qualities. We use collages or models, different kind of material, more fantastic, basically, simply. Working as an architect with collages is a very rich tool because You have a space for uncertain moments. You have the vagueness of the atmosphere, so you cannot grab it. But this brings contingencies into the communication and also in the design process. And that offers opportunities. And this creativity we need to work with the clients, to work as architects, and basically to build a common ground for a later design. Understanding to each other with atmosphere and talking about atmosphere and quality of spaces. Yeah, now we're already in our first project I want to show. It's Takatukaland. Children around 3 or 4, it's kindergarten. They were building a story with a simple model, a story about Pippi Longstocking and what about their house and their garden. You see, also the adults can explore through the atmosphere and talking about atmosphere, the special qualities. Yeah, maybe a more not so abstract model of a house of Pippi Longstocking. The kids were absolutely fascinated from this story of the lemonade tree. In this Pippi Longstocking, there exists a tree in the garden, and out of the tree there's coming lemonade. Every day, lemonade. And they were absolutely fascinated by this project, so this was our guideline through this whole project, and it influenced a lot the design and also the building. Yeah, this is the kindergarten, 2007. It was a conversion, facade renovation. The participation process took around 3 months. On top you see before, a very simple building, and then the after, the lemonade tree, the open facade now. Yeah, this is more into detail. The kids can use it for climbing or for hiding, and go from the inside to the outside, have the big view. Yeah, climbing the lemonade tree. It was a very simple construction. We used a lot of recycled materials. A lot of parents were also involved in this process, and that's always nice to see that when you start with a kind of poetical project that involves all people and the children coming at home and say, we built a model, I made a collage of my dream space where I'd like to be. The parents are very interested and coming and offer help and say, what can I do? I'm an electrician. Something to do for me? Yeah. Yeah, you see model building as atmospheric strategy. On the right, you have the lemonade drops coming outside of the wall. There's the cloakroom behind. And here also sparkling lemonade, overall lemonade. Was in Takatukaland. Next was the first Baupiloten project, the Erika Mann Primary School, 2002. It was a conversion. It's a 19th century, very heavy authoritic building, and we were asked pedagogical concept change. They need spaces to do learning in some smaller groups, and the only resources of space they have are these corridors, and in the corridors it's not easy because you have fire regulations and so on. This is a before, how they use it. You already see some tables, some chairs. It's not allowed, actually. Yeah, and how we worked. This one. You see also the atmospheric work, collages. Over here you see we present the collages and the first ideas to the pupils. We already interpreted them. Had some collages about first ideas. And at the end, the main thing behind the whole design was a fiction. One of the pupils had a poem about a silver dragon, and then we developed the fiction with the children, the silver dragon world. A dragon comes to the school, and the ground floor, maybe you see some small traces, some dots, some colors, something happened in the school. And the next floor you see maybe more, maybe the belly or light snorting from the dragon. And then in the second floor a lot happens. It's also the big image. There's maybe part of the wing, it's moving, and you've got an idea there's something landed that's living. And on the third floor you can even fly with a dragon. You see on the color concept, you can all see it's more dense, more expressive to the higher you get in the building. Yeah, this is the same image from some traces, snorting, moving, breathing, the wing, movable wing, and then the fly with the dragon. Yeah, before, after, shot again. Yeah, the dragon is sleeping. This is from the courtyard. And these buildings, a lot of buildings we're working with are listed, so it's not easy to change something, or even with the color. It was a big discussion if we can use these very pop colors there. But at the end we could manage it. So in the same school it was a big success, the first project. Also a lot of people were involved. It goes into the city, a lot of people come into the school. It was a very, you can say architecture as a social catalyst. Also parents were really working in the realization because we had so less money then. I stand on and put with a machine and drill screws and so, and this is the second part of the project. It's not about these learning spaces, it's more about relaxing spaces, because the school transformed to a whole day school, so the kids stay there until 4 or 5 even, so they need them space to rest and so on, and this is the cave of the dragon. In this project you really can see how the form follows the fiction. Next is student residences. I will shorten this up because I will focus on schools and kindergartens. We developed a game to do the participation. We did a lot of interviews to find out how students want to live together today. And 270 interviews, all the students. How do you like to live? Which place do you need? What about privacy? What do you do in public space? What qualities do you need? What kind of atmosphere do you wish? And what are you doing there, the activity? And we played this game in the bar, in the student bar, and this was the base to develop the first ideas relating to nature and to sports. It's in the middle of Berlin, a Tiergarten near to the Hansa Viertel, maybe known. It's a 60s project. Oscar Niemeyer built also there. This is the master plan for one of the houses. We are still building, it's an ongoing process. And so this is the building, we open it to the garden, some private terraces, 2 communal kitchens. Here more private terraces and gardens, here bigger gardens. A new town place with a climbing rock and a special light installation over here. There's a free air outside living room and some seating elements. There's the aerial view, so also a listed building. And you see on the facade, we did also technical renovations, insulations, but strict conservatory rules there. Some elements from the place there, a climbing rock that hides the garbage, and the lightning sculpture that shimmers in the night. It's driven by solar panels. The free air outside living room used for picnics and used also as public space. Inside the communal room, before and after, we connected the communal room with the kitchen and opened it to the terrace, let the light and airy breeze come in. And this is the terrace from the outside, going down to the gardens. Lichtenbergweg Kindergarten, it's a new build project with a longer participation process. Is participation effective was one of the questions. We had a lot of stakeholders and people who were involved in this project. We had youth caring authorities, building authorities. The building is owned by the city Leipzig, but the Kita is from the German Red Cross. Then we had another company also. It was very complicated. We have the children, we have the nurses, and so on. And we tried to get all the people together to make this negotiation game to set up priorities for the whole structure and for the program of the Kita. So to define the common ground. You see a lot of playing, sorting out, setting up priorities. And we architects there were moderators and also inventors of this game. Also, we made atmospheric workshops. It's the rocket station with cloudy viewpoints. And you see different methods we use there. Also drawing, it's a rainbow flower. And then we have the kind of model, the viewpoint cloud. And also do experiments like reflecting helmet and showing and feedback to the pupils. These to the kindergartens, these last collage to specify special connections. Yeah, this is the site plan, where beautiful old trees around them was arranged, a hallway and 3 main playhouses, group houses, 2 stories high, and different services here. It's for around 100 children. This by night, you see the beautiful old trees. So another project is Karl von Ossietzky School. It's a high school. They don't have the money to really build. That is the case often in Berlin. Schools have the need to change. They change into whole day schools. They have changing pedagogical concepts. They need more space, but they don't have more space, so you have to think about often the hallways and so. They have non-financial autonomy. They are related to the state, and the state pays only for standardized renovations. Insulation, new windows, the classroom has 24.82 square meters, and so on. Very standardized. And so they try to find a solution because they are not satisfied with this standardized programs. And I'm doing 2 ongoing projects with the same structure. We are developing a strategy, doing participation workshops with atmospheres, try to do kind of exhibitions and to invite the authorities, to invite sponsors, to find ways to finance projects. That's where at first there's strategies. Short participation process, and this is still ongoing and differs a little bit because it's a kind of part of art classes, so I went there weekly, almost weekly, and workshops we do a day or a week or something like that, more punctual, and this is going on. So here the question was about hiding places, secret places, to identify and to map the school, to get the feeling, what do you have already? What qualities do you have? Where can we start from? Can we enforce something? Or where do you need something? Questions were about where do you kiss? Where do you hide from teachers? Where you want to be? Where's quiet? Where's loud? And this is a kind of mapping and also a kind of prospective thing, starting to mounting atmospherical, colorful things. The other group, we made the atmospheric work. We did collages to relaxing spots, sitting spots, where do you feel right, meeting some friends, but quieter places. Because the idea was to do some prototypes for sitting elements in the corridors. You see another kind of media we use to make this atmospheric participatory design. This is a detail out of a collage Sefa-chan was doing. It's a kind of cave with some things coming down here, and he liked to climb. And this 15-year-old boy performed all they performed. It was nice to see all embarrassed and to show something and to get with their body in a pose, and so it's beautiful to see, to involve them. So out of this sitting, they they built a final model to find out the qualities of the space they want to be, discussed it, how is it to be, is it hard, is it soft, lying, sitting, proudly presenting the atmospheric models, lying on pillows on the right side from Ahun, on the kind of shady star, and here from Sefachan, also a pillow-like structure with comfortable chilling. So, again, the second part was to go to a buildable structure, the prototyping, also with the body to find a position that is connected to the found atmosphere in the model. Then a company gave us some sheets of board, so it was clear we have to use sheet material to do these prototypes. They think and reduced and make drawings on a scale. Also in mind, it's kind of art class, so we had to do some, from the curriculum also they have to do. So then to the wood workshop. Screwing, teamwork, woman at work, man at work. How to screw. Next school is Helmut James von Moltke Primary School. Also project, they had a little money for the strategy, no money for building. The week ago the director called me and said, Herr Ruf, we found an electrician, he will build only for the material. So because his nephew was in the group who made the collages, and so it's amazing. The collage work. Also, here the question, a place where I want to be. What they want from the strategy was they have a classroom and want to transform it to a kind of language laboratory, a very flexible thing, and the director wanted expressive furniture, so you don't have to deal with the children, also with directors who have a personal design approach and so. The children then did the collages to the place they want to be, relaxed, sitting and talking to friends or related to language. It's always a pleasure to see. We prepare materials. You see, it's non-architectural material, it's more out of nature, structures, with a strong impression, a strong character. And we say, okay, think about the place, then take 5 pieces each, what you like, where's the direct contact, where you feel comfortable with. And they take it, they work, after 1 hour the collages are ready. This is a presentation. The second part of these collages is to give them a title and to write a story. The story, the journey through all the point, to describe what are you doing, how are you feeling, are you alone, are you with your friends. And Dilan was, had a kind of labyrinth and with different islands. They can move and go up and down, and it was 2 sheets of story he wrote, and I had to move a small person. He was already thinking about the scale, how big he is in his structure. And I have to move it. So, very important is we're doing these workshops in these schools with a group of, let's say, 20 people. But the whole school must see what happens. So I ask, how do you inform the others that they know what's going on, to show your work, to share your ideas? They said, we do an exhibition, we have a pavilion, we can organize it. And they started and have this exhibition and stand there and explain. All the pupils could come and ask questions, and they noted the critic points and so on. This was after the first design, around the pupils who were involved in the workshop, also pupils from other classes, and the director and other interested people. You have to hardly discuss the solution I proposed there. It was about the ceiling and acoustic elements and lights, and yeah, the children directly criticize what's wrong or feel, oh, where's my idea? It's gone? No. Look here, here's the sun. The sun? Where's the sun? I can't see the sun. Okay, yeah. Exploring the model. And here's the sun. I had a sun. It's about reflection. We had some elements. It's a part of one of the stories from the children. There were a lot of lights moving through. Yeah, you see the furniture there. And this is the stage. We're still collecting money to do for the painter, electrician we've got, then the carpenter for the furniture. Yeah, another project, Albert Schweitzer High School, they want a temporary structure for their foreplace. 2 years later, there should be a complete renovation. Their processes always decided, and that, okay, we need some attraction, a place where people can meet and talk and so. And at the same time, there was an exhibition at the Swedish Embassy. The topic was about children as clients from architects, so we could this combination. Did 2 months of participation, 1 month of design. So this is the foreplace. It's a public space, Berlin-Neukölln. Yeah, this is the school, and we said, okay, we do a very short, very quick process with 3 girls from the 10th class, around 15, 16 years old. Established their temporary office for 1 month, been there 1 day a week, and make also collages about this place to be, to talk, to chat, to meet friends. These were the collages. This from Fehime, my sun-protected space, meet friends, sitting inside the flowers, relaxing on a bench, yeah, drinking something and seeing the blue sky. On the left side, the special hill, it's from Idona. You have different layers of green, up and down, sitting on the hill. You can see also the sky, and there's something really special. She didn't know what it could be, but there's something special, kind of eye-catching thing. On the right side, it's from, the right side is the flying pillow. Sitting in the green, looking around, surrounded by flowers and flying on the pillow. It's from Senna. So next step, we were interested in the daily user experience and try to find out what they can build as models for us or with us from spaces they need, about all the found qualities. And then, yeah, we made a design proposal, said, okay, this is a multi-use platform, you can sit, you can lay down, more intimate with a small group, and so on. The plot came out from the exhibition space, we had 4 by 4 meters. And then that's feedback to the users. There was a big discussion about the roof structure. We had, some cloudy stuff, or no roof, and but they didn't like it. And then we came back to the collages they made in the first workshop, and there was the special thing from Idona, the eye-catching, and we proposed to do something like a mirror-like umbrella thing. And they agreed, and this is the final model, and we did the prototyping about this special element, the mirroring, all in the office, the temporary office in the school. They're coming around, checking if it's right. Yeah, this is the opening ceremony at the embassy. They were so proud. It was a beautiful moment. It was this structure was standing there, nicely prepared for the opening ceremony. They went in and was standing in front of what? That's our work, our idea. It was unbelievable. They were so proud and so happy about it. Yeah, you see the multi-use, different situations, sitting, lying. So on the next step, the exhibition was over, and we said, okay, you wanted this structure for your foreplace, this meeting point. Had a lot of fight with the authorities who weren't allowed to build a tie, because then you have safety regulations, the technical supervising TÜV in Germany, not to pay for this project, and so we cutted it and made some sitting elements, a terrace to the street there. Yeah, it was used by the neighborhood also to do some picnic. Also for pupils. Yeah, then shortly Cairo. It's a summer school design build studio for 12 days. Very short, very fast, very quick. We were around 15 students from Germany, 25 from Egypt. The topic were playgrounds and schoolyards in Egypt. I'll show you this. This is already with an intervention. For the intervention we had some simple wooden laths, some color, some trees, and that's it, some mortar. It's a very basic material. And imagine this is a schoolyard without these, what we did there. In these schools there are 4,000 pupils. They have 2 shifts, 2,000 in the morning, 2,000 in the afternoon, and imagine the break. Thousands of them are flooding this desert-like, dusty place. There's nothing, only sun. Yeah, and it's crazy. They move because they have to sit still in the lessons. There are 60 people in the classroom. The teachers have sticks for discipline. It's completely different than in our context. They flooded. And after 5 minutes, after the first impulse to move, they start hitting each other because you can't do nothing there. And so we did this very simple thing, and here you can see on the right side it's directly used. We created spaces, small places, and yeah, you see also working, the images are not so good to see, also working with collages. Then the design presentation to the pupils again, the students built also with the kids, and then the final project. So we were interested if our method also works in a completely different cultural context, and it worked. In the collages, looked like in Berlin, looked like in Wolfsburg. The stories differed a little bit. In Egypt you have a culture of talking. In Germany, more writing. So the playground. Yeah, this is the last project I want to show. It's all still ongoing. It's Haus Maria Frieden, a chapel. They want a strategy, maybe also a building, it's still unclear. It's about the conversion of the chapel. It's a youth center run by the Catholic Church. You can do some seminars over the weekend, team building, workshops and so on. And they want to have a chapel that's, attractive for young people, because a lot of people go there, they have nothing to do with religion or belief. And it's still ongoing. Yeah, this comes later. I show the video. Yeah, I have a video. You can get a feeling for the live atmosphere of the workshop. It's in German. I will stop and translate the main. Technique.
Wo würden Sie gerne sein? Also was wäre Ihr Lieblingsort?
Where do you want to be? What's your special place?
Schwer. Da möchte ich nicht rein.
So it's about collecting the collage stuff, the mosaic stuff.
Mal wieder Gefühle reinzulegen.
I try to use the
Aufschneiden und den Charakter noch so mitnehmen.
Maybe could you?
Was uns hier im Haus Maria Frieden in einer Jugendbildungsstätte interessiert, ist, wie wollen Jugendliche und junge Erwachsene eine Kapelle, einen Kirchenraum gestaltet haben.
Yeah, how has a chapel to be
Wo würden Sie
with
gerne sein?
collages and mosaic as a tool? Where do you like to be?
Schwer. Oh, da möchte ich nicht rein.
Describing the atmosphere of the character. It's heavy, I don't want to go in.
Selten denken, nicht symbolisch arbeiten.
Nochmal wieder Gefühle reinzulegen und nicht als das zu sehen, als das, was es abbildet.
Auszusteigen, um den Charakter noch so richtig rauszukitzeln.
Also wir haben ja jetzt auch nicht so geordnet.
Hier kann man aber mal ganz woanders hin.
Was könnte das für die räumliche
Yeah, check if
Atmosphäre
everything's right. Now describe what you did. Communicate about your vision.
Von dem Blickpunkt aus wieder etwas anderes.
Ja, mein Titel ist die Welt der
Our presentation.
Für positive und negative Gedanken sind, das haben wir dann alles.
Zwischen diesen beiden Polen doch so aus. Und das in einem Raum abzubilden, das finde ich ziemlich
Der gemeinsame Zugang, also das vermischt sich
Also
total.
es gibt ja auch Momente, wo man sich irgendwie so einmuckeln will und dieses
Yeah, just discussion
Sicherheitsgefühl
about
braucht.
specific qualities.
Fasziniert, ist ja so anders, die zwei Collagen.
Durch Farben, durch Farbspiele und ausdrücken konnte, was ich wichtig finde.
Streams of
Ich habe
thought.
heute an diesem Tag gemerkt, dass auch bei mir persönlich diese Arbeiten hier im Kopf was ganz anderes freigesetzt haben. Nochmal ganz neue Gedanken und Ideen zum Vorschein.
Ich bin aber super zufrieden und super gelassen jetzt und ich habe das Gefühl, dass daraus etwas sehr Tolles entstehen kann. Etwas, was wirklich so ist, wie wir uns das wünschen.
Okay, this was the short video. I'd like to come to an end with the statement of Pia, that was the person speaking. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's the statement of Pia. It's a very good conclusion how we see participation. That's a very good feedback also for our work. I'm feeling happy now and relaxed, and I have the feeling that from our work can emerge something great. Something that will be really in a way as we wish it has to be. Thank you.